G'day guys, and what is going on? Welcome back to the Scooter Hut YouTube channel. Today we are bringing you a brand new video with a brand new product. So today we're going to be talking about this Ipozon Booster. Before I get into the details about it, I just need to let you know I don't know too many details about it because this is a brand new product to Scooter Hut, and this is actually the first time I've even ever seen it. But I do somewhat know what it's for, and it's pretty much an attachment for the back end of your current Pro scooter to turn it into an electric scooter. And if that doesn't sound impressive, I don't know what does. All right, so let's have a look. Let's pull this thing out. It's got a bit of weight to it, but I guess that's a good thing because, you know, it's strong and durable. Let me move the box over there. So this is the first sort of look at what the Ipozon Scooter Booster looks like. As you can see, it's got its very own wheel on the bottom here by the looks of it, and it also comes with its very own brake, which I'm gonna guess is for braking. And I'm gonna take a big chunky guess at what this is right here. I'm gonna say that this is the battery to keep you moving. Another cool feature though I can see straight off the bat is it also has a brake light here, so I'm gonna guess that works whenever you push down the brake here. But as said, I don't know much about it. We're learning as we go. So what I know, you know, and we're gonna go through this together. So I guess the most responsible thing is to probably read the instructions, just get a feel of what we're actually working with here. It is a motorized device after all, so we've got to be as safe as possible. So this is the user manual that comes in the box, Ipozon Booster for Pro Scooter. And then we've got safety notes, boost introduction, assembling your booster, how to ride your booster, battery instruction, packing list, specification, and maintenance. So I'm not going to read this whole brochure to you today, but I'm going to figure out how I put this together, show you how we put it together, and then see how it rides, I guess. Okay, so first things first, I have to take off the rear wheel of my current scooter and brake pads off scooter to retain the bolts and nuts for spare use. Let's do that. So I guess first thing you need to make note of when putting this booster board together is that you're going to need an Allen key to be able to take your back wheel of your current scooter off. So we're going to get to that now. I need a 6mm in particular. All right, so we have the back wheel as well as the brake off now. So what we're going to move on to is putting this on. So it comes with its own little bolt here that we're gonna have to undo with what looks to be a 6mm Allen key, as well as a bolt on the bottom here. So you're gonna make sure that you have a wrench or a socket or something so you can loosen this and tighten this. All right, so let's have a look. As said, it looks to be, yep, it's a 6mm Allen key, and then we've got the socket here. Let's just loosen that. I think it's pretty loose already. Yep, good to go. Put these over here, and then I'm gonna guess the bolt will just, might have to turn it out. Lefty loosey, righty tighty to get the bolt out. Just unscrew it the whole way. I think this is what you have to do. I haven't continued reading the instructions, but it does make sense to be doing this, so I'm gonna continue on. All right, so we've loosened the bolt and the nut, and now we have just this, which we are going to replace as my back wheel of my current trick stunt custom scooter. So I'm guessing now we just have to do exactly what we just did to take this apart, but in the opposite fashion to put it back together. So I'm gonna put this in the back of my deck here. Now it looks like this plate doesn't reach all the way to where your brake is, but that's okay. That's what this is for, so it can lock it into place. So don't worry that if you are like me, I first looked at it and thought, uh-oh, this isn't gonna fit, it's not long enough. That's all right, because this actually goes in, clamps it on, and then your axle goes in where the bolts line up as per normal. So I don't know how the best way to do this is now I think about it. Look, I would suggest that you continue reading the instructions to know what way to do this properly, but you know, we're gonna wing it today. But it looks like this is the correct way. There we go. Yeah, that's starting to screw in now. So now I need to grab my 6mm Allen key again and tighten that through. So this goes back on underneath. Let me just turn this around so you can actually see. I'm going to put this straight back on the bottom like so. Going to continue tightening this down. Alrighty, now the bolt is starting to come through the other side. We're going to grab the nut, chuck it back on. All right, that seems pretty tight. So if my calculations are correct, we should be right to now put this on the ground. All right, so we've taken the back wheel off, we have replaced it with the booster, and by the looks of it, we're up to the third step, which is going to be turning this on and getting it working. I'm back to the manual because I definitely don't want to stuff this up. To power on, press short one time. That should have a slight ringing and 4 green lights flashing. Then press 3 seconds to keep the green light on always, and that is going to be default eco mode. All right, cool. So we're going to chuck this up now. Press and hold for, oh no, sorry, just press it once and then press it down and hold for 3 seconds, I believe it said. 1, 2, 3. Cool, there we go. So green lights means eco mode. All right, so modes. The booster has 2 modes. Short press 2 times to switch modes to sports mode, which is blue light, and then eco mode is the green light. So short press 2 times. There we go, blue lights, and that is the sport mode. So I think the best way to test this is going to be jump straight into the sports mode because, you know me, I want to go fast. So it does have a maximum speed of 20 kilometers per hour. And to get the motor to start working, this is the tricky part, is you actually have to accelerate to about 10 kilometers an hour before it will kick in. So you're gonna make it to 10 kilometers an hour by push power. And once you reach it, that's when this will kick in, and it will keep you gliding at the speed you're at, which is pretty cool. And then also to stop, you press the brake. Pretty self-explanatory. Alrighty, so I guess the only thing left to do now is test it out, hope it works, and I hope I get it first try and I don't fall off and hurt myself. We'll see. All right, so we've got to get to 10 kilometers an hour before it... Is it kicked in? Oh, I can feel it now, it is kicked in. All right, so unfortunately the 360 camera's microphone was not up to par to capture what I was saying while I was riding, so sorry about that. Voiceover's gonna have to do, but pretty much what I was saying here was it is absolutely keeping up to speed. Once I reached, it says around 10 kilometers an hour, even though it did feel a little bit less than that, it just kept a constant speed from there on out. So here I'm pretty much talking about the use of the brake and making sure you make a mental note of whereabouts it is situated on the booster. This is because it is in not a normal position a regular freestyle scooter brake is. It is much further back from your back wheel. So make sure you know where that is so when you do need a brake, like I am right now, you can do so. There we go, it pretty much acts like any other normal brake. So as you can see, once I got up to about, it says 10 kilometers an hour of push power, the motor will then kick in and it will just keep you gliding at that speed, which is pretty awesome. So for the first sort of look at this, I like it. It was pretty cruisy. If you want to just be getting from point A to point B and you're just feeling a little bit lazy or you don't want to use all your push power, this thing is definitely a pretty good purchase, to be honest, in my opinion. All right, so for the next test, I took it out to a local hill, which you can see me pushing up now. I really wanted just to test the power of the booster itself and seeing if it can keep up to speed going up such a steep incline. You can't really tell from this video, but this is quite a steep hill. As you can see, speed-wise, not going too fast. However, with every push I do take, as you can see me taking them now, it does keep a constant speed. Even though it is slow, it is constant. So what I touched on in this clip was that every time I push, one push is almost equivalent to about 3 up the hill. So it only takes a little minimal amount of effort with a push to go up this steep incline, as to if I didn't have the booster board, I would be sweating, I'd be complaining, I'd be 10 pushes deep by now and just walking up the hill. But thanks to the booster, I am cruising, even though it is quite slow, I'm cruising at a comfortable speed. So as you can see, I had an absolute blast using this Ipozon booster, and it really set out to do exactly what it states. And that is to be an alternative to a fully fledged electric scooter, giving you that electric scooter edge on one of your current freestyle or commuter scooter setup. I would really recommend this for someone who really just needs to get from point A to point B a little bit easier, whether that be to and from the skate park, to and from school, to and from the shops, but you do want to continue using your current scooter. So lucky for me, I actually have my hands on this for a few extra days, so I'm going to get out there, give it a few more test runs, get a bit more proficient at putting it together, And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you slap that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment below regarding this booster or anything else you might have questions about. But other than that, make sure you head to our website, www.scooterhut.com.au, or head into one of our many Australian retail stores where you can find this product as well as many others. So that's all from me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.